Bro, Jotaro's dead. So Jotaro's dead.
Jotaro died.
Jotaro, legendary Stardust Crusader, defeater of Dio, dies in a random-ass Florida prison. You never want to die in Florida.
With discs coming out of his face that were stolen, that apparently had Star Platinum in it.
Yeah, no, I'm into it. So, I don't remember, has Araki done that whole, like, I'm the guy that steals guys' abilities before, or is that new to him? Because I think every manga has to have that. But, of course, Araki does it in his very unique way.
I remember, I don't think it's been done yet. Except now. Or except for now.
No, I mean, what I've always loved about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is, like, the surrealist visuals. Like, you're going to see some LSD drug trip shit. Speaking of LSD drug trips, half of these chapters were, in fact, LSD hallucination drug trips.
It was just, hey, guess what? I'm a hallucination.
The amount of times
now I'm a hallucination.
we did an Inception style, like, I love that. So, like, 3 chapters of a fight were just fake.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Like, it was just hyping you up, like, hey, and we're done. Wait, what?
Yeah, so, like, he actually is a sniper. And he actually does have that, like, stand that reacts to, like, air pressure or air currents, and also he bounces the bullets off. But, like...
And who we are talking about is a dude with the name of, like, what? It was, like,
something A, with an A at the end. Yeah. But he's, like, a Dio sycophant, or Dio cultist guy, right? That follows Dio. He's blind, has a great ass, and, also, by the way... When he was first introduced, Andrew and I both had to be like, is he a guy or a girl? Because that is a girl ass on that man. He's got a girl ass.
We saw him, we're like, X to doubt?
You know what it actually reminded me of was that guy in Cowboy Bebop that was like, had girl hormones.
Yep. I remember exactly who you're talking about.
Also, there was that scene where he like... reassembles his cane into a gun, which was epic as fuck. But yeah, basically, we see that a lot of that was a freaking hallucination, and they're just melting on the table.
John Gallier, that's his name.
Thank you.
Freaking had to look it up.
And then Jolene tries to wake up Jotaro, and then that was a hallucination.
But for some reason, they could share parts of their dreams or something.
Well, I assume it was like the same dream. Like. Now, what's interesting too is that stand. Like okay. Whatever caused that dream, that was White Snake, right? Yes. Which makes me think that Corollo style, that was probably an ability that he stole from someone else.
Oh, it could be.
Well, think about it. That can't be the original ability of White Snake.
I'm assuming the original ability is the stealing of
probably
the
stealing
powers.
Shit.
Yes.
Right? So. Because when we first saw White Snake, he was all goopy and shit. And then I think the actual form of White Snake was that form with like all the lettering on it.
Right.
Because it looks like a blank slate. It's like, hey, you can put whatever on here. He's a blank slate stand.
He's a blank disc.
Yeah. And this is early 2000s, so, you know, maybe, like, if it was written a little later, it would have been a flash drive.
Floppy
a little later.
We're still going to use floppy disks, damn it.
I'm a bunch of SD cards compiled into a single mass.
I mean... Yeah.
You just picked up an SD card.
I did. Slap. You can fit so much data in it.
How much data?
1 gig.
It's not that much data.
I can fit, like... Super Nintendo games and...
Don't they have a card like that that's like 250 gig?
Yeah.
I love it.
Right?
Wait, and then where's the thing I gave you that's like a terabyte? No, it was like 500 gigabytes.
Rattler.
Yeah.
I am using it for
Grell
games.
on it from Black Butler.
Yes. I am storing my PlayStation games.
Andrew identifies as Grell from Black Butler.
Yeah.
So...
I'm just that fabulous. Anyways, we're getting off topic.
So what do you think about... So, let's just jump right to the... Jotaro-Jolene father-daughter interaction here, because Jotaro's still... His major character flaw here is that he's still very, just... What's the word over here? Like, stoic and edgy and, like...
Serious.
Zero emotion, you know.
Basically, just... When, like, Jolene was getting hurt or whatever, just blank face.
One of my favorite shots is when she's falling.
Yes.
And he looks like he's going to catch her. And he totally could have caught her.
But he went for the pendant with the stone inside.
He takes the stand arrow chunk, and he's just like, careful, you could have hurt this.
Instead of, careful, don't hurt yourself kind of thing.
Yeah.
No,
and then even when he
priority of the stone and pendant.
When he looked, and it was so sad because when he looked concerned, Jolene was like, "Oh, he's concerned about me," and then he's just like, "Careful, you dumb bitch." You fucking thought.
That was just bad, right? I felt so bad.
Well, but we did have that line though. I always cared about you. The classic like, I've been a dick your whole life, but now that I'm dying, I'm gonna tell you that.
That was his last breath too, I believe. It was just I did care about you. Yeah. And the thing is,
the same way that I cared about Iggy and
the pendant had a transmitter though, where you could keep track of her at all times.
High key helicopter parenting creeping over there.
I think it's
looks
just
like my daughter went to jail. Oh yeah,
my daughter,
my daughter,
my JoJo
my daughter went to jail.
My JoJo.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. I love his Part 6 outfit so much.
Yes,
I want to cosplay
the snakeskin pants and the JoJo
on the belt shit. Oh yeah, JoJo. He's so aware of what series he's in.
Right.
But no. I was gonna say here. What do you think about the fight, like the sniping and like the strategy involved in this fight? Because I thought it was a classic Iraqi fight.
It was so really good because we thought, oh, the dude has a cane, and he's like the other guy from Part 3.
He reminded us
that
of
was not the case.
The guy in the desert from Part 3. Yes,
because they were both blind and had
both
an ability
had the cane and both kind of just sat there.
But instead, no, the cane was the gun that he could just assemble and disassemble whenever, and he was
pretty epic
using his stand to read the air currents in order to direct his bullets off his stand into his targets.
And we had some wacky shit like where he would like bounce the bullet off of this to that, and then like open up the sewer pipe so that he could, because he was hiding in the water, because then he would make air currents. But then he was like, "Oh, you're hiding in the water. I know you." And then that was why it was. Oh god, that was when it got really wacky because.
Oh yeah,
Jotaro couldn't see the kid, but this was still in the hallucination.
Yeah, and don't forget, Jolene had that bone that the kid
gave him.
The
bone we gotta still talk about. Okay, yeah.
Apparently, there was a bone of a hip of his mother.
Yeah,
that was
killed by Whitesnake.
Yeah, because they didn't know that at first, but until the kid.
There was kind of a hint because they woke up and they were being melted by acid.
Right.
They talked about it like I'm being digested, right?
Right, yeah.
And, no, so what I was saying, when they woke up, boy.
I couldn't help it, I'm sorry. It built up.
When they woke up and they were being dissolved by acid, I immediately thought to that bone, right? Because they said, it looks like it's been melted in some sort of something. Yeah. So, like, now we're seeing basically this kid was born and grew up in this prison, which also kind of reminds me of Diavolo. Remember, Diavolo was born in a prison.
Yeah, he was. I did give me some Diavolo vibes, honestly.
But it's weird to me, and this is just an Iraqi thing, maybe this will be explained, but what I don't understand, okay, it's a kid born in a prison.
Yeah.
Where the hell did he get this baseball outfit? Like, I'm sure you can come up with something like, oh, one of the prison guards' kids came over, and like he was a baseball fan, and he changed his clothes and left him in a locker, and then I needed clothes.
And the thing is, do the other guards in prison, like inmates, know about him?
Well, that's the thing. He's high-key good at stealthing, apparently.
And he has all these secret tunnels.
Yeah, it's so weird, because, like, there's so much we need to know about that kid, because no child that's just born in a prison should be able to have, one, survived this long, and two, have no one even know about his existence.
Does he know about stands, do you think?
I wonder if he has one. Because, I mean, every time he shows up, there's that ball. And I don't know if that's Iraqi just trying to make it look creepy, which is very possible. Like, but like he shows up, the ball rolls, and then he's there, and then all of a sudden he disappears, and then the ball just drops.
Right.
It's very strange. I wonder if he very well could have some sort of teleportation power. But it'd be spun in an Iraqi way where it's like teleportation, but it's like wacky and different because that's what Iraqi does. I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to say because it didn't look like he was giving any kind of indication that he sees or that he saw Jolene stand or that he saw.
That's true. But he was smart enough. But at the same time, though, he knew to hide in the water. He hid in the sewer pipe.
That is true.
Almost like he knew the whole air current thing. But at the same time, this is the confusing part. Wasn't that in the hallucination?
Oh god, that's true.
So
damn it.
So here's the thing.
We're going into the hallucination part.
So here's the thing about that, though. In the hallucination. Oh my god, my brain.
Because that was the first layer of a hallucination.
Right. Okay,
and then the second layer was them waking up.
Well, yeah, and because remember, what we saw was... So first, let me finish with the hallucination. With the hallucination, he was smart enough to know like where to hide, but was that just created by Whitesnake, like the goopy?
I'm thinking so.
Thing, and then are those hallucinations? Well, this is what we have to know about that. Does the stand user of Whitesnake control the hallucination, or is it just something that comes from the brain of the person itself? I'm more inclined to believe that it comes from the brain of the person experiencing the hallucination.
That is true.
Because she would have just been recently thinking about that boy, so of course that boy would have a heavy presence in her hallucination, whereas Jotaro never saw the boy in that hallucination.
And he was also like, how do you know the name of my stand if I never told you?
That was a great moment, and that's how he knew that there was some fuckery going on, because he was like, you shouldn't even know the name of my stand. That's weird that you know that.
Yeah.
Which again... But then again, so it must have been because of the shared experience, because we wake up and they see the string is kind of attached around both of their heads, so I don't know if that caused a shared... They did say something about a shared dream experience.
If you remember, she was reaching out to Jotaro to try to wake him up,
yes.
And she did by wrapping string around his face.
Right. I guess I just tried to figure out how
and then he freaking punched his daughter in order for them to escape. That was...
If there's one thing Araki is a fan of, it's the I'm gonna punch myself or another person to move them to another distance. Like, Diavolo did that in the last part where he was in... He was in Trish's body, right? Or was he in Mista's body?
I think it was Mista's.
He was in a body, and then he punched himself with his own stand to, like, launch himself over, and then it was wacky.
Surprise, I'm here. Ow.
But, the other part I wanted to talk about was at the end, where... Speedwagon Foundation's there with a submarine. She could have just escaped easily. It was right there. But she chose to go back in because and this is where Araki's leaving it open, and it's interesting because, by all accounts, Jotaro's dead. You had the famous JoJo dust. Like, when they dusted, they dead, right?
They dead.
Which is, again, crazy because it's Jotaro dying in a Florida prison. But anyway, that's just as wacky as Steve Irwin dying from a fucking stingray.
Yeah.
Like it's like, what? You should have died from a crocodile, sir.
He's extra dead when he's just, like, laying in the water, not even blinking or breathing.
It's just not looking good.
Oh, that was unsettling. Like, because Jotaro's my boy.
Honestly.
It was sad.
Araki loves killing his main character. If they don't die in the part they're in, they're going to die later.
With the first indication of freaking Jonathan Joseph.
Oh, yeah, he just died. Joseph is basically just dying of old age.
Yeah. He had, like, the nice life, though.
Yeah,
he had a good life.
Did. Although I think right before he probably got divorced, let's be honest. Remember, she was not happy.
She wasn't. They weren't talking for a long time.
Yeah. But anyway, with this, though, I like that she comes back in and she allows herself to be caught. But what she does before that is she uses her string to find that boy, and she finds him, your fucking cat, every time. If you're watching these videos side by side, you'll notice that this keeps happening.
He wants to be included, okay? He wants to be a JoJo.
Meow meow.
He'll be
thinking
like
of the cat plant. I was like cat stands, yeah. That is one of my favorite stands, actually.
That was a really cool
because
one.
He combined it with his Killer Queen. That was so cool. But so she comes back in and she's like, I'm going to find out where that kid is. She does. He's like way across into a whole different building, which makes me think that I wonder how much. I wonder if that kid actually was involved or if that was a hallucination. But anyway, so she finds him. They communicate through the whole like telephone wire like string thing.
Yep.
That's where he talks about how my mother was killed by Whitesnake. I was born in here, yada yada. That's how I know about this. Now, the bone, I guess, because when he gave her the bone, he talked about how this would like help you out of it.
Yeah.
We know that she woke up because she was squeezing the bone so hard, and maybe it gave her a hint. But like, is that all there is to it, or is there more to that bone?
I'm really hoping there's more to it, and not just an escape route kind of thing.
Yeah.
Also, let's not forget the fact that, what's his name is
with the A at the end.
Yeah,
just call him.
He became
the sniper with the phenomenal ass.
The blind sniper.
Yeah, the thick sniper. Thank you.
Where he disguised himself as a guard after the hallucination.
Oh yeah, no, he came up and then just blew the other. Well, that was an actual guard, right? He just shot the other guard.
And then after
and then Poochie
got a couple of...
I assume it's Poochie. I gotta be honest. Like, that's probably... White Snake is probably Poochie.
Yeah.
All I know, again, we know nothing other than the title of the main villain.
Yeah.
I know it because I've seen a million compilations of all the villains. I know it's Poochie, right? I'm guessing this is Poochie's stand White Snake here. But, here's the thing.
After the sniper got a couple of hits off of JoJo, both of them,
both of the Joes,
and his, task was over, he was shot by Whitesnake. Like,
well, that's the thing. Yeah, he came in.
You fulfilled your purpose.
He pulled the whole no, and that's what I loved about that because he comes in referencing the JFK assassination. Like, hey man, sometimes people gotta be silenced.
And you're one of them.
Yo, it's kind of badass actually. Like, you remember the JFK assassination? I looked up to that guy.
And you're dead.
So straight up though, like, I love, he's gonna blame all of this on him. Like, that's gonna be a you thing, and then I can just sink back in. And he, of course, does the whole classic JoJo villain, my identity must be a secret. My identity.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. But no, it's a fascinating, and think about the terrifying nature of this. He has fucking Star Platinum now.
He can stop time for 2 seconds.
Also, let's not forget, that's not the only terrifying thing about Star Platinum. It also is one of the strongest. It can punch through diamond.
That Araki has confirmed.
And and as you can see, Araki was clearly planning on having this be stolen because he kept hyping it up in between the chapters. Like, by the way, this stand is fucking amazing.
Look at those stats: A, B, A.
Except for that one. No, look at that one.
That was a C, and that's in. Don't mind that.
Oh my God. So yeah, Poochie now. Again, I am assuming Poochie. I shouldn't assume that, but like this guy, who I'm pretty sure is the main villain, has this goop stand at the very least, and now Star Platinum. I'm guessing he's gonna be like Carollo, where he's just can whip out stands that he's stolen.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Oh my God.
I'm just curious as to how he uses them.
Just like, I wonder if he's like straight up like CD, like carefully fucking puts them away like an album. Like all right, there's this stand, there's that stand.
Damn it, I mixed them up. Do it again.
And can you scratch the discs, and will the stands skip when you try to play them?
They look like some pretty thick discs.
Yeah, no, those are durable. That was such a cool shot, man.
That was like,
So I guess, I mean, we got Whitesnake, we got Jotaro maybe being... Oh yeah, that's the last thing I want to talk to you about. Jolene seems to think that if she gets his stand back, he comes back to life.
Yeah.
The kid very clearly is like that's not how science works.
He did.
I just want to, you do realize that human bodies rot, right? Like, I mean,
she's like, nope, I'm gonna get this stand back.
So is this just her being like stubbornly ignorant and like
in denial?
Yeah, in like high key denial, or is Araki really going to let her bring him back through that method?
Shenanigans.
Genuine thought. Because like, where's the story
really
gonna go?
I feel like
not what you want.
I feel like
Mm.
she'll come out of her denial, and be like, he might actually be dead. And like come around as much as she does not want to, but then again, it's Araki. He can just pull stuff out his butt.
How many times has people come? Like, I mean, because even Bucciarati, like that's been a theme in JoJo. Is like once the life has left someone, it doesn't come back.
Yeah, no.
Literally, that's been a theme consistently. Even with Bucciarati, when it looked like he was breaking that rule, Bucciarati was like, no, once life is left, it can't come back. I'm just kind of like hanging on temporarily.
Can't really be said about part 3, though. Remember Kakyoin? How his soul left and then came back in poker. And then he actually died when Dio punched him into a water tower.
Hot.
Let's see. Yeah, no, they're like, once the dust has gone from your body, like you are dead. Except Polnareff, who became a Jedi ghost.
Jedi ghost in a turtle. Thank you very much. Don't.
Oh, that's my favorite thing. Oh god, Jedi ghost.
Bro, you should have seen King of Lightning's reaction to that. I was watching King of Lightning's live reaction to that, and he was just like, "Man, I'm glad Kakyoin didn't live because if he did, he'd be a ghost in a squirrel body or something." Araki. He was like, with the disrespect, this man was top tier in part 3, and now he's a ghost in a turtle. Like Araki straight up does this with his characters. Top tier motherfuckers.
Guess what? Now we can get Polnareff to come into part 6 here.
Please.
I'm sorry, part 5. Wait, no,
this is 6.
Part 6. I can
this
math.
turtle into the. Oh my god.
No, we're gonna get
Wait!
Jotaro.
Put Jotaro in the turtle.
Exactly. He can't rot there.
Bro, put Jotaro's soul into the turtle.
Now,
and then Polnareff and Jotaro can just chill in that turtle for the rest of time.
Roll credits. That'll be the end of Star Wars Episode 6 all over again in this bitch.
Oh yeah, when they look off to the side and all the Force ghosts are there.
Like, hi, you did good. Good job. We are here.
And then they like after the fact edited like the other actor in or whatever.
Oh, God.
Straight up though, like think about how bored they'd get. It's one room in a turtle. Like, if you're Polnareff and you're in that Force
ghosts, they can be whatever.
No, but he's stuck in that turtle, bro. Like, here's the thing: if you're
no, he is the turtle. Polnareff is the turtle.
Oh, you're right. Why did he come out as a Force ghost then?
I don't know.
Well, okay, in my head canon, they're stuck in that turtle, and then basically, if I was Polnareff, I'd be like, "Can you fucking shove some video games down here or something?" Like,
I am bored.
Any new movies come out? Could you give me
a DVD
player and then like the top 10 movies of the year?
Home theater system. I need a home theater system. Yeah. I need this.
You want that open? Are we letting the cat in? Meow meow.
Hi.
You can hear him?
Oh, we can hear him. We're filming the thing, but I can edit it. It's fine.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Well, now he doesn't want in. So.
See? That's staying in.
Yeah.
Fine. 2 times.
Yep.
The cats don't know what they want. Cats don't know what they want. Surprise appearance from Andrew's grandma today. But anyway, I guess, I mean, final thoughts on these 10 chapters. I thought it was a great Iraqi fight. We had a nice long sniper battle mixed into Inception shenanigans.
Yeah, that took the entirety of 10 pages, which I was very satisfied with.
10 chapters, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
What I say?
You said pages.
Oh.
The entirety of 10 pages. Very satisfied.
Yes, those 10 pages.
Andrew's an easy, satisfiable boy.
Ow. That's not...
Yeah. Quick to come.
Excuse me? You want to run that by me again?
Why would I?
Yeah? Would you know this? Do we have to go back on record?
It's like 2.5 hours of non-stop thrusting. What?
I ain't denying.
Get busy. Alright. I was gonna say get busy dying. I don't know what the hell.
Nice.
It's a quote from
Well
something.
done. Well done.
I'm still
It was Shawshank Redemption.
Yes, thank you.
You either get busy living or get busy dying. Shawshank Redemption. Morgan Freeman.
Wow.
Who was the character Red.
Oh, yeah, that's me. I'm red.
Yeah.
Anyway, final
you might go to
thoughts on... Ouch.
It was destined to be.
So, but yeah, I guess I agree with you. One of the things I will always love about Iraqi, and Iraqi is always your main go-to guy on this, is that a lot of shonen, they like to speed through their fights because they want to focus on plot, right? Yeah. And I think that there's a beauty in, like, a good balance between the two.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, like Bleach, for example, there were memes. It was known for, like, one clash a chapter, move on, you know?
Right.
So, like, fights would be, like, a series of a couple clashes, and then it'd be, you know what I mean? Whereas, like, Iraqi really does, like, take, like, okay, 10 whole chapters, this is going to be a fight. It's never going to feel like I'm drawing it out.
No, yeah.
It's not going to just be, like, because, you know, some manga authors' ideas of a fight is just, like, clash, 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 beam, beam. But no, this is, like, every Iraqi fight is a true, like, chess level strategic yada. So yeah, I love that it was 10 chapters.
It was just something really new. It was.
I don't think we've ever seen like a sniper battle in JoJo before.
And you know, a hallucination within a hallucination.
Oh, it was so good.
Within a hallucination.
It was so good. So yeah, I love it. Let's hope that in the third video, whenever we film that, Andrew's cat can chill the fuck out.
No. Do you think he actually will? Come on now.
I'm hoping that that's a consistent theme. Like, once each video.
each.
And then I want that in the comments. Like,
I'm just going to record it so that whenever I go to your place and record, I'm just going to...
Once in the, I want the top comment for each one of these videos to be like, this is the timestamp where the cat shows up. You're welcome.
Don't do it. You don't have to do it. He's an enabler.
Cats get views. Even sounds of cats.
Cat videos. with sounds of cats in the video.
Okay, next time your cat interrupts, I'm going to film you petting your cat while you're talking about JoJo.
Yan, 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 yan.
And with that, peace. People are gonna want to see the cat in that video. So that's the cat. This is the perpetrator.
My boy.
I zoomed in on his ass on accident. Pet him.
Hey, dude.
This is the JoJo loving cat. And that's shirtless Andrew for my 3,000 subscribers. He's actually hot, unlike me.
Oh my god.
Meow, meow, meow. This video better get 3,000 views just for this cat.
He's a good boy.
Is he?
He is.
Is he?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes.